what's up everybody? Victor here with Canine Peak Solutions with another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about using a muzzle to stop aggression and or chewing. Okay, so I had a consultation with a family, and they have a dog who likes to chew and who likes to pretty much tear up anything they can get access to inside the home. So what they were telling me that they were doing to prevent that from happening was using a muzzle. Okay, and pretty much what they'll do when they were leaving the house or whenever, you know, even while they were home, when they didn't want them, they were trying to stop the dog from, you know, doing that. They were just putting a muzzle on the dog. And for those people that don't know what a muzzle is, it's they have different styles of muzzles, but it's what covers the dog's nose and mouth and prevents them from biting and prevents them from opening and stuff like that. And there's different styles of muzzles out there. Leather, there's the cloth muzzles. There's tons of different ones. So that's a horrible idea to do because a few reasons. Safety is the biggest reason. All right, that's not safe to do with your dog. Reason being, because if you have a muzzle on and it's one of those muzzles that really prevents a dog from opening their mouth, and you're not home and the dog, you know, happens to throw up for some reason, you know, is just sick and they happen to throw up and they have that muzzle on, chances are your dog isn't going to make it alive because that throw up is going to be, they're going to suffocate, or they're going to drown in their own throw up because they can't open their mouth to get that throw up out. Okay, so that's one reason. Another reason is it could get snagged on things. All right, let's say your dog's walking around and they have a muzzle on and you're not home and you don't see what's going on, and they briskly go across something and the muzzle gets snagged. Okay, now your dog's gonna freak out, your dog's gonna panic, and they have this muzzle on, they're trying to get it off, and what ends up happening is they could whip, mess up their neck. There's so many different things that could go wrong. Okay, so it's a horrible idea to use, and those aren't what muzzles are for. Muzzles are for stopping a dog from biting that has a potential to do so. For instance, it's strictly safety. All right, it doesn't stop aggression. When a dog has the muzzle on, that doesn't tell the dog, hey, you can't bite or you can't be aggressive anymore. It just stops the dog from actually biting someone. Okay, you can still get bit. I've not me personally, but I've seen dogs bite through muzzles. Okay, they just get those front teeth and they're able to kind of get them. All right, so it doesn't stop aggression. Training stops aggression. You have to get your dog trained to prevent that stuff from happening. But it does stop people from getting hurt. I hope that makes sense. All right, because if a dog has a muzzle and they try to bite somebody, chances are, if the muzzle's gonna stop them from actually making contact most of the time. All right, so that's what a muzzle's for. Okay, and it's not to stop chewing. It's not to do any of that stuff. It's just strictly to prevent someone from getting bit. All right, that's important to understand. Okay, what else? Chewing. So we talked about chewing. You shouldn't be leaving your dog loose around the house when you're not home, especially when you're not home. Reason why is because if you're doing that, dogs have the same maturity level as about a 2-year-old, we'll say. Okay. Now you could ask yourself, would you ever leave a 2-year-old inside the home by themselves? Would you ever leave a 2-year-old in the backyard by themselves? Chances are you wouldn't. Okay, because why? Because of safety. There's a lot of things a 2-year-old is going to put in their mouth, a 2-year-old is going to try to do that could get them in trouble, that could get them harmed, that could get them hurt. All right, so we have to think of it from that perspective. So what's the alternative? All right, I work 9 to 5. I don't know how can I prevent that stuff from happening. It's important the moment you get your dog, whether it's a puppy, an older dog, you have to crate train your dog. Your dog has to be comfortable inside a crate to get them to keep them safe. All right, a lot of people say, well, I work so many hours, I don't want the dog in the crate. All right, well, you have two options. You have you at work and your dog's not in the crate with the potential of getting harmed, the same way, the ways I talked about, right? They're loose around the house, they jump on a cabinet and knock something down that hits them in their head, they pass out. I'm just kind of throwing a situation out there. I've seen crazy stuff happen. So you can't think that something's not realistic, because it can very much happen. All right, so you either have that option of leaving your dog loose and doing that while you're away, or you crate train your dog, teach your dog how to be comfortable in the crate, and potty train. You know, potty training is a part of that as well, because you want to have them in the crate for the amount of time that they're able to hold their bladder. Okay, but you have them in the crate while you're working, and you don't have to have the concern of, am I gonna come home to a dead dog, or the concern of, am I gonna come home to my sofa that I just spent $2,000 on, or my dining room set that I just spent a ton of money on, destroyed because my dog chewed on it. All right, you don't have to have those concerns when you're at work, or when you're leaving your dog alone, if they're crate trained. All right, so I'm gonna leave you there. If you have questions, let me know. I hope it makes sense. Comment, like, subscribe, do what you got to do, and I'll talk to you guys in another video.